Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a twofer from Railgan, the European GM player. Number 1 is gonna be on Glittering Ashes Ladder Edition at top right. We've got a barcode Protoss. He is red, and in the bottom left here we have Magican, one of Railgan's many aliases in StarCraft 2. Got a 12 pool coming up here. So 12 pooling a Protoss here on Glittering Ashes. This is on the current patch, so Void Rays have been nerfed, the Queens have been nerfed. Widow Mines and the Lurkers have also been nerfed, and also shield batteries. Anywho. Oh my gosh, it's a Cannon Rush. Cannon Rush versus 12 pool. Alright, so you've been tricked. You've made a mistake here. You've lost to a build order that beats yours. Build order loss here from the Protoss. Oof. The probe comes in and says, okay, the pool's done. 6 lings are on the way. All I can do is block the second hatch as long as I can and throw up cannons back in the main base. Sigh. Checking for pylons, okay. And the probe goes down. Are you gonna send him across the map? Yes, you are, Railgan. And oh, it's a proxy hatch. What? Hold on. Wow, just walks right in. Just walks right in the front door and throws down a proxy hatch. Okay, hang on a second. I gotta see. Did he see that? Oh, he kind of put the camera down there for a second. Like, hold on. I got a wall off because there's lings coming in. I'm going to hold it with my body. Dude, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Oh, this is so brutal. Gosh, I love a good proxy hatch so much. Thanks for sending this in, Railgan. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel and his Twitch channel in the description if you want more crazy Zerg shenanigans on the EU GM ladder. Okay, he is checking. So there you go. So he sees it. He saw that drone come in. You don't get to be a European GM player without being able to see that kind of a thing. Although, is that even true? I don't know. I don't know. Either way, expanding down here. So taking a ninja expanded. This is nuts. This is kind of crazy. I like it a lot. So another probe goes down, but information is gained. And then one cannon. I don't know if one cannon is enough to deal with this many lings. Dude, this is not just 6. This is a full tenor. This is a full tenor. Oh, if this was a zealot, this would be so much better. Oh, beautiful timing. Tosses a pylon down right as the lings get there. Gorgeous timing from barcode. And then, maybe he's too late on this. Is he too late on this? Usually what you want to do is bring in a couple zealots and like 5 or 6 probes. He's abandoning the main base? What? Oh, man. Alright, well, this is definitely weird. So he's like, okay, does he know that the recall happened? I don't think he had vision on that. So at some point he's going to recognize that there's a bunch of probes missing here from the main base, and he's going to go looking and seeing. Where on earth did those probes go? I didn't kill any. So, okay, we're going to kill this cannon. Trying to keep that roach alive. Could maybe turn him into a Ravager. That'd be cool. But cannon goes down. Hatch is alive. Main base effectively entirely belongs to the Zerg now. It just does. Right? Roaches and lings are inside the house. Army value is 16-4. This one stalker's not going to do anything. Maybe kill a couple Zerglings, maybe drag some army back in here, but this might be where Railgun recognizes, okay, there's some probes missing. Do I want to hunt around a little bit, see if I can find this? I don't know. We'll see if he does or not. But yeah, man, I love this. Pool first. Proxy hatch. Get a Roach Warren. And then to start making Ravagers and Roaches inside the Protoss main base and make them hate their lives. This is amazing. So Tumor down in a position where it's really hard for the Protoss to snipe. That's genius stuff. And, oh, can't get it. Can't get it without dying. So Tumor goes down. Creep spreading further into the Protoss base. So he's not giving up on the base here, right? He's definitely still fighting. Ooh, loses a Ravager there. Another Queen pops out. Railgun is taking a second base back home. Queen goes down too. I mean, this is another dude. Another Roach falls. One kill and 3 kills on that Stalker. Again, bonus damage versus armored. Stalkers are really good against Roaches. Not as good against Lings or Ravagers or Queens, but hey, Good range, good mobility. Shield battery is a good unit. And oh, another Ravager dies. Remember when I was like, this belongs to the Zerg now? I don't think this belongs to the Zerg now at all. I think Barcode's done an amazing job reclaiming his own main base in the name of Protoss, in the name of Ire everywhere. Yeah, I mean, any Stalkers died here at all? No! No Stalkers have died. I don't know about this running Lings past a cannon maneuver you're doing here. Dude, this is such sick Stalker micro. 7 kills on that one, 3 kills on that one, and 4 kills on that one. Resources lost are 1,500 to 900 right now. And the Stalkers are like, I guess we'll move out. I guess we're checking, we're going to kill this Overlord. Sure, that sounds fine too. Let's kill this Overlord. Maybe to try to supply block the Zerg player because I'm supply blocked and I want him to feel my pain. He does. So both players supply blocked here, taking another base. Taking a third base here is Barcode. Is Barcode going to win this game? Dude, I thought for sure. But you know? Oh, the trickery here is cannons, shield batteries, and some Stalkers. And you too can save your base from the evils of Roaches and Ravagers and Lings inside your main. I do feel like a ton of Speedlings would have been way more efficient. But then maybe you get some Zealots instead with the shield batteries. I mean, this is some genius level stuff right now out of Barcode. Dude, 0 Stalkers have died so far. 0. 5 kills, 7 kills, 5 kills, 2 kills. Another base from Barcode. Okay, Railgan needs to scan this. I mean, by scan, I mean put a unit over here and find it. He's looking at this point. I think he is. Although it's not like Barcode's really given himself away. It's not like he warped in 20 Stalkers and he's like, okay, where's your second base? You know, because it's 44 to 31 workers right now. His third base is warping in. His fourth base is 50% complete. Insane. Barcode's going to win this game. I mean, I don't want to caster curse it, but remember, okay, these are the immortal Stalkers. The trick for these Stalkers is they don't have the shield battery to fall back to anymore. So they're still pretty good against the Roaches with good micro like we're seeing here, but every bit of damage they're taking is a lot longer to get it back. So that's not going to be good. Anyway, let's see. Railgun sitting here at 32 total workers on 2 bases against a soon-to-be 4-basing Protoss. Well, although there is creep. He got another tumor up. Another 2 tumors up inside the main base. Observers should be being produced like now, so we can kill these tumors, if nothing else. But army value is 33 to 5. Dude. The Protoss may have overexpanded a bit here. May have overexpanded a bit. He's got 4 bases, sure, but he has 11 army value right now. He's got 3 Stalkers to his name, who keep kinda... Are they sharking around a little bit? Where are these guys? Ah, I like this. You go pretend like you're trying to expand. I don't think he is. I don't think he's trying to expand. But did you not make an observer first? He does have an observer. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Oh, no! You've been found! And this is where Railgun's like, wait, what? How in the name... What? How are you... Yeah. Like, how are there multiple bases over here? Well, you see, when a Protoss player gets very greedy... Railgun's like, I don't even know what to kill right now. Do I kill the Nexus? Do I kill probes? Do I kill these cannons? Let's kill the cannons and some probes. Sure. Immortal shows up. Dude, this game is bonkers. This is bonkers level StarCraft 2 right here. Alright, so Zealous gets surrounded and killed. Corrosive Biles actually making a couple connections on those Immortals. But it's still 40... I mean, okay, 53 to 35 workers, but more Ravagers and Roaches are arriving. Disruptor! Gets a nice hit there. Very nicely done Disruptor hit. Immortal sitting here with all of 6 kills to his name. Shield battery heals him up quite nicely. This base is going to die, but I don't think it matters as much. Oh, he takes a Corrosive Bile to that Immortal again. I'm really shocked he's not killing these tumors. Like, for... Is he making... I know he's making Disrupt... At least use Disruptors on the tumors. At least do that. Army value is 40 to 31 in favor of the Zerg, but still 54 to 42 worker count in favor of Barcode. He is going to go ahead and saturate that base. Maybe try to rebuild this. Third base is done from Railgun, so he's 3 basing versus 3 basing, which is still not a good place to be, but it's better than 4 to 2. In my basic maths understanding of how this works. Ooh, I do like a Spire play here from Railgun. against the 3 Stalkers that can shoot up here. So yeah, a mass Mutalisk transition would be incredible here because there is no Stargate. Yeah, warping additional units, more Stalkers, more Disruptors. Is Railgan going to try to crush this? Pylon down, Crucibile's up, dodge, better this time. Railgan's like, I killed a Pylon, that's enough for now. I'm going to back it off. And he's up to 51 workers now, which is way better. And look at it, dude. Barcode has another expansion. Another expansion down here in the bottom right. Incredible stuff here. Yeah, this is a wonky game. I need like a wonky tag for StarCraft 2. Purification Nova hit. Oh, Disruptor dies, but takes a lot of Zerg with him. Another new. Oh, that split was incredible. That was way good. Way, way better. Stalkers, Immortals trying to fight here. More Disruptors joining the party. Barcode's about even on army supply, and with the Disruptors, that's a big problem here for Railgan. He's expanding again. Oh, this game has just gotten started right off the bat, hasn't it? And there are 10 mutas on the way. So, again, focusing this heavily on Disruptors is going to be a problem if you don't have enough to deal with the Mutalisks. Disruptors are slower than the rest of the army. Oh my gosh. Ugh, great split. Great split. Trying to kill Zerglings there. The Zerglings are a bit of a problem. Not so much these Roaches and Ravagers. And then the Mutalisks arrive. And how many Stalkers do you have? Enough to handle this? Oh, the Mutas. Oh, forcing a recall. Killing. Oh, did 2 Disruptors just die there? I think they did. I think 2 Disruptors have died. 3 total have gone down. I think 2 in that one battle. And suddenly it's 70 to 37 army supply. It really should be throwing up cannons here. Should the bar? Oh, he's expanding again. Okay, this is the greediest Protoss. He's really expanding way too much to win this game. Sure, he has a better economy, but when this is happening, when Mutas are on top of Disruptors, and there aren't enough Stalkers to shoot them down out of the sky, and your Disruptor is getting some really nice connections, sure, but then you're out of stuff that shoots up, and suddenly your Immortals are dying, and your Disruptors are dying, and your army value is, I mean, a full 19. Shield Battery Overcharge is popped, so Stalkers are warped in, because heaven forbid you should have to wait for units that shoot up here. Yeah, he retakes this as well. Oh, he gets a cancel on it. Yeah, it's probably a fine idea. Probably a fine idea. Is he going to find this base next? He is. He is, because that probe gave it away. He's like, I got this one down here too. And this one, the Mutalisks say. He's like, what is this Protoss player doing? This Protoss player is trying as hard as he can to just take every base on the map, rely on that to win, never clear the tumors inside his own main base, and continue to use it as a base of operations for himself. Dude, this, why would you? Why? At least he canceled it. Why would you try to retake that? And this one is just going to die to Lings and Roaches for sure. This one's going to die to Zerglings, probably. Mutas are a large concern. Army value 78 to 41 right now in favor of the Zerg. Oh, anti-air inside the main base is cannons with shield batteries. Oh, another shield battery overcharge pops. I guess we can kill a Pylon, sure. Ow. Ow. Taking some hits are the Mutalisks. Flying over the lava, which doesn't damage them, but it'd be kind of interesting if it did, right? Units that fly over lava take, like, heat damage. Mutas just killing additional probes here, and now Railgan's up. 63 to 46 probes. 44 probes now. Blink Stalker, pretty good against Mutalisks. Like, it's not that they do bonus damage versus Mutas, but they just do a lot of damage, period. And Mutalisks are flimsy. They're flimsy little guys. Goodness, this is game 1. This is game 1 of this insane setup. More Banelings on the way, going for centrifugal hooks. +1 attack coming in, +3 attack getting started from Barcode. So at the very least, he's going to have a really nice upgrade advantage. Retaking this base for the 3rd time today, down here on the right side, but pretty happily on 3. He's mined out of his 2nd base he's ever taken over here, which again isn't a natural because it's not at his natural. He actually hasn't taken his natural, which I feel could be a good idea. But Disruptor stalkering here a little bit, which again is a PvP strategy for the record. It's like he's playing against another Protoss player with this particular strat. Changeling smash down. So Ling Mutalisk going to try to do this thing. Nice connection on those Zerglings. Stalkers trying to blink out of there a few at a time. They do. Banelings chasing after. Banelings don't do bonus damage versus Stalkers either, but Stalkers are a little bit susceptible to it because they clump up so easily. They take a lot of splash damage when Banelings connect inside the middle of a Stalker group, but it's 96 to 42 army supply. It really looks like Railgan is just overwhelming with the Sling Muta. Roach Baneling stuff. They catch a Disruptor down there to the bottom side too. Shield Battery Overcharge pops again. Guess who's got to back on out? That's right, Railgan does. Shield Battery Overcharge is a good unit. It really forces enemies to back off and be patient. More often than not. Railgan, he's got Banelings off creep. That's how he feels. He feels very confident. And my gosh, Stalker group not as nearly as heavy as it was. And GG! Not in range of a shield battery. Well played. And Railgan wins game number 1 of our non-sneaky twofer here today. Wow. So if you want to stick around for a ZvZ, feel free to stick around. But if you're not interested in that, then that's it for the ZvP stuff. But man alive, 20 Mutalisks died, 4 Nexuses went down. And I mean, at some point, a Barca player here is going for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 base Protoss play. He's trying to get a 6th base up. And Railgan finally scouted the ones to the bottom of the map and took those out. And then it was just kind of making enough Mutalisks and Zerglings and Roaches and Banelings and Ravagers with +1 attack for the Lings. +1 attack for the Mutas too, which is pretty nice. And the Glial Reconstitution. Disruptors, maybe not as effective as you wanted them to be. I feel like Storm maybe would have been a better choice if you're going for that tier 3 tech. Psionic Storm. Also, maybe killing the Tumors inside your main base would be awesome. This started with a 12-pool proxy hatch. That's what this game started with. How dumb is that? How dumb is that, I ask you? The answer is very dumb. All right. But, so that means it is going to be it for game number 1. Let's go to game number 2 here. Again, a ZvZ, probably equally crazy if Railgan sent it to me personally, like he did for both of his replays. So stick with it. We'll be back with that. Don't go anywhere. Game 2 is here on Berlingrad. Top left, it's going to be Juliana Bond. And in the bottom right, it's Railgan. So a red versus a blue here, as ladder maps always are. So a ZvZ, it's got to be out of the ordinary for Railgan to send it to me. And again, Twitch links and YouTube links in the description for Railgan here. He's been a very consistent GM player in the European region, and I've been casting him ever since I started casting StarCraft back in 2015. Whew! At least I think so. Maybe it was 2016? Anyway, I've cast like 30 or 40 of games of his. I've got a playlist dedicated to it. So, oh, hatch first in it is Juliana Bond as well as Railgan. So mirror matches. Mirror matchup, mirror production tabs. Railgun is a little bit quicker on the uptake on the drone count, but Juliana Bond is faster with the expansion. Overlord scouting out. Overlord scouting is very, very important in ZvZ because there's nothing that the other player can do to kill your Overlord until they get a Spire or a Hydralisk Den. So we got Overlords all over the map until Mutas pop. Or maybe Hydralisks? I don't know. Speed Overlords can kind of run away from them. And go up cliffs and past stuff that Hydralisks cannot navigate, but Mutalisks have no such compunction about flying over stuff. And yeah, if you're an Overlord in the middle of the map and the other player makes a bunch of Mutalisks, your days are numbered. That's for sure. Yeah, so mirroring the production tab, pool's almost done for both players. It is too close to call at this point. And when did the shenanigans start here? The shenanigans started super duper early in game number 1. That's for sure. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I realized? In the last game, we didn't see any of the changes that came to StarCraft 2 in the latest balance patch. Because the Queen never tried to transfuse it, never was like off creep, right? because queens that are off creep can't transfuse anymore. Shield batteries came up within range of nexuses. So we didn't see that nerf. We didn't see any Widow Mines, obviously. We didn't see any Lurkers. So yeah, strangely enough, the only way we're going to see nerfs here is if some queens try to do some off-creep shenanigans. Baneling Nest is on the way here from Railgan. Boom, boom, boom. Third base on the way from Juliana Bond, which Railgan is not doing. So Baneling Nest indicates some kind of aggression with a lot of Speedlings and Banes. We'll see if Juliana Bond can deal with that or not. Can be a little bit tricky to do. Lings want to see what's going on, and they did catch a whiff of the Baneling Nest. So they saw that happening, and they know there's not a third base. So at this stage, you're like, ah, crap. Time to wall off. Might have to sacrifice the third base, but dude, you even finish the third in this situation? I don't know. I don't rightly know. Yep, little Zergling fights there. Railgan wins that battle, but he's only got one Ling remaining, and running in here is just pretty much death. That said, oh, he does get into the main base. I didn't think he would. So he gets in the main base. He thinks about turning himself into a Baneling, but then, nah, gets too chased around by enemy Lings. Now, this is, okay, so Juliana Bond is trying to do this whole Speedling harassment thing without any Banelings himself, which usually indicates you're going to have some problems with Banelings. If you don't have any Banelings of your own, it's like it's really problematic. So, oh my gosh, but he gets out. Juliana Bond, well played. I mean, technically, Juliana would be a girl's name, I think, but, do we think this is a female Zerg player? Maybe. Very well could be. It's just kind of a rarity in StarCraft is all. Not an impossibility. But anyway, third base is fine, and I'm really surprised. Railgan's more defensive with these Banelings than I thought he was going to be, and that, I mean, by that I mean he's kind of moving across the map. But he's not making a million Zerglings. He's really droning up. He's getting his own Spire. He's throwing up some Spines against aggressive incoming attacks, and once he's outnumbered in Zerglings, he's just going to back on out. And the Banelings are going to connect. No, Juliana, too darn smart for that. And now there's Roaches. Oh, now the Banelings have to waddle their way home. Waddle, 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 little Banelings. Come on, go. They remind me of, like, pug dogs, right? The way that pug dogs move. Something along those lines. 20 Lings on the way from Bond. Juliana Bond. Dude, these Banelings are not connecting. Look at this micro. This is some crazy good micro from Juliana Bond. Banelings do connect. Don't really do much there, I don't think. Some 18 Lings have died from Juliana, but whatever. And then a Roach attack. He's got a third base, and he's being aggressive with this. Dude, Bond is feeling himself. The problem is, are Mutalisks already out? No, but the Spire... Oh, the Spire's almost done. Once the Spire's done, that'll change this whole thing. But for now, the Banelings kind of have to... really trying to connect. Not... I mean, that was horrible. They all... More Banelings are here, though. So that's good. Spine's helping immensely in this defensive situation right now. Banelings getting some decent connects there and helping kill Ravagers. Okay. I don't know if that was, like, cost-efficient trading or what. And some Lings do get in here from Bond and try to kill a couple drones and things, but army value to army value, it's pretty even. Worker count is about even here, too. The thing is, Mutalisks are on the way. There's already 5 out here, and I believe they have been, yeah, they've been scouted by Bond. So Bond should be throwing up spores, like, now. And by that, I mean he's not doing that. For some reason, he's still making Lings. This is like how I play ZvZ. I'm like, oh, crap. My opponent went Mutalisks, and I'm not ready for it. Quick, make 100 Zerglings and try to kill them. Boy, does that never work. So I don't expect this to work necessarily from Bond either. Got some Banelings in case the Lings go for the run by. Oh, and they do, and the Banelings are out of position. That's a pretty decent hit, though. That was a pretty decent connection for sure. And they're going to, oh, taking down a Queen. That's pretty nice stuff. Mutalisks are largely kept at home to try to defend against all this is happening. And by golly, we are not making spores today. Not in this house. Just kidding, we are. Okay, so Spore on the way at the natural. Spore in the main. Spore at the third. Okay. So, you know, maybe he didn't need them, I guess. Railgan's still thinking about a third base, but no, never mind. The Lings are over there to shut that down. So we're expanding over this way now for that third base. So this hasn't been too crazy out of the ordinary for a ZvZ, but hey, maybe the fact that it lasts longer than, like, the initial Ling Baneling stage is kind of enough. Entirely possible. But yeah, the Mutas are playing incredible defense right now. But it allows Bond some time to drone up. He's getting 9 drones at a time. He's at a third base for a while. Getting a fourth base is pretty scary now because the Mutas exist. That's just going to be the trick to it. So, Lings, again, trying to just be as annoying as Zergly possible here. Banelings wipe them out. I don't know if that was good trades again. It's 4,000 resources lost for Bond and 3,500 for Railgun. So, like, I guess 116 Lings have died, though, for Bond. That is a lot of Zerglings, and more of them are dying right in front of us. Counterattack of Zerglings. Go! Trying to... Oh, that is so many queens. Yeah. I love the queen answer here from Bond. Banelings do get in there and kill a bunch of drones. Okay. Knocking Bond back down to 40 workers was more than that, and the third base does get canceled. Dude, okay. Now it's getting a little nuts. Railgun's on 2 bases at 8 minutes. He doesn't really have enough Mutas to be that much of a threat to someone who has 11 queens and 3 spores up. I mean, 1 in every base, but really, 1 with queen support is going to be enough. Yeah, connecting all the bases with creep is really important if your defense is queens, which it usually is going to be in every matchup is queens. Muta goes down, does supply block. Bond, Lings running around the outside. Dude, this player plays ZvZ like me. Who needs a Baneling nest? He has a Baneling nest. But who needs to actually make Banelings? That's right, not Bond. Not at all. Yeah, this base not happening. Third base coming up, and fourth base coming up here. Banelings crashing on in. More drones going down. And almost getting that Spore too. Spore's getting some free hits off before the Mutas kind of finish it off there. So that is 21 drones that have been killed by Railgan here. Mutas trying to fly in, but Spore hits hurt so much. Finds a position where the Spore can't hit him to take down the Baneling nest, which, haha, joke's on you. Bond hasn't made any Banelings today at all, I'm pretty sure. Has a Baneling nest, is not using it. Lings rolling into this third while the queens are busy trying to deal with the Mutas. Beautiful counterattack. Well, this is a counterattack. Beautiful multi-pronged timing attack here. Spore gets taken out by the Lings, and the Mutas have free reign over here too. This is so good. The Lings and the Mutas complement each other so well, as they always have in this matchup. And then the Mutas fly into a million queens and all die. There you go. Get on out of here. Get on out. Fourth base for Railgun dies. Third base is done. There's all of 2 drones working at it right now, which is awesome sauce. The awesomest of all potential sauce. And Lings running into the third base. Dude, if Bond can kill this, I really worry about Railgun's future here. Not having a third base at 10 minutes against anybody is going to be pretty dicey, but especially if your opponent does have a third base of their own. Which, okay, this is nice. Got ourselves some infestors out. We got pathogen glands. Dude, fungal on Mutas is so sick. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of how many infestors there are, but Railgun might be in a spot of trouble here. He's trying to get his own infestation pit, trying to get a Hydralisk den. Bond is going Ultralisks, which, you know, if you can get rid of the Mutas, Ultras are going to be amazing, because there are 15 Lings and 6 Banelings on the other side for Railgun. And Ultras will chomp all of that for breakfast and dinner at the same time. Lings taking down a queen, getting out of there, taking a ton of Ling casualties here, trying to kill yet another queen. Shouldn't be able to get this one, though, just because there is a Mutalisk and other Mutas are coming in to assist. And then just more Baneling shenanigans. Just trying to kill infestors. Ooh, Fungal does take down a couple of the Banelings, because Fungal slows and it also does some damage. A little bit of ticks of damage there, small ones. They used to root and do more damage. So if you hate Fungal now, you would have really hated it in the Wings of Liberty days. Because you would Fungal, like, just a group of Marines, and then just roll Banelings into them, and everything died. The end. Or you'd Fungal a group of Lings, and same thing. Just roll Banelings into them, everything dies. Fungal Baneling was insanely good. It's still good, mind you. I wish we saw it more, especially in ZvP, but, you know, Vipers are the spellcasters that are hot right now. Split on the drones is pretty good. Pretty good. Takes more than one Baneling hit to kill a drone, though. I guess if they have +2 attack, though, they can... Yeah. +2 attack, they can one-shot him, if I remember correctly. So 4th base on the way here from Railgan. Love that stuff. The Ultras are out. They've got Anabolic Synthesis, you know they're fast. And then Chitinous Plating is the second thing that he makes. Intriguingly, dude, these Mutas are dead. I think he knows the Mutas have lost their utility once he saw the Ultralisks out, and he was like, all right, look, I mean, Ultras can't shoot up, but also it takes forever for a Mutalisk to kill an Ultralisk. He didn't really have enough to be threatening. So this is Scraptastic. Scraptastic time. It's just maybe just like a scrappy cast overall. So Lings are like, I know that you... There you go. Fungal's on the Lings, though. But Queens kind of suck against Zerglings. Transfuses are there. Fungals are there. And he does manage to stay alive for the most part. 3 Ultralisks going to town. Spines are not bad against Ultras. Chitinous Plating is not done, so you're getting extra damage in here that you're not going to get in the next 4 seconds. There you go. So now Chitinous Plating is done, but that said, the Ultras are getting out of there anyway. So it's 47 to 23 workers. Railgan is up, despite just kind of recently getting a 3rd base. And Bond, oh wow, and Bond having a straight-up 3rd base that is actually not mining at all. So this isn't maybe as surprising as I thought it would be. More Baneling attempts from Railgan, and then a big Queen Walk. Big Queen Walk here. We might see Queens actually off creep, not being able to transfuse. That might happen here. Here comes the Queens. Here comes the Ultralisks. Dude, this is nuts. All right, they're the transfuses. They were on the creep. They could throw them down. But no transfuses available now because the Queens are all off creep. That's massive. Muta sniping down an Infestor. Fungal does catch a Lurker here. Ooh, the Lurkers are really good versus the Ultras. The transfuses come in just in time, though. Does he not have detection? He's got detection now. He has detection. The transfuses against the Lurkers to try to keep them alive are amazing. But the transfuses going down on the Ultras, too. Transfuses, massively important. The infinite transfuses against his own Ultralisks from Bond is fantastic. 11 kills on that Ultralisk. Is that both 11 kills? Yeah, they both have 11 kills. 12 kills on that one. This guy's got 11, too. They're just sharing the kills like crazy. Is this GG? Is Railgan getting overwhelmed by a Queen Ultralisk strategy? Baneling Nest going to go down. Railgan's 3rd base still exists. He did manage to take down the 3rd base of the enemy, but I don't know that Bond cares all that much. This feels pretty all-in to me at this stage. All the Queens are over here. Hydra's walking down to their Dez. You don't really want to fight against... I guess fighting against Broodlings when you have Chitinous Plating is not a big deal. They're just kind of tickling you to death. And then I think that's it. It's 21 to 57 workers. Railgan has a nice advantage that way, but army value is 59 to 22. Some Lurkers are going to set up here, and Railgan's only source of income and his only home, just kidding, he does have a 4th base over here that he's trying to get started up. Okay, is that a 4th or a 5th? I don't rightly know. Spreading some creep out here is very important. He needs to have creep on this ramp so he can transfuse when he comes down here. The Lurkers are all set up, though, to do a ton of splash damage to anything that comes this direction. So I don't know if 3 Ultras is going to be enough. This is crazy. This is crazy right now. Got a Lurker defending that 4th base, too. And here it is. Queens can transfuse, but look at the Evolution Chambers being used for buffering purposes. Transfusing the Evolution Chamber to try to keep it alive so the Ultras can't get directly on top of the Lurker Spine Crawlers going down. This is the most transfuses I've seen in a game in a while. More transfuses on the Lurkers. The Lurkers are all dead. Oh yeah, Spine Crawlers, no match versus the new Chitinous-plated Ultralisks. And now the Ultras are inside the mineral line. There's 2 more Lurkers back here, though. Where's the detection? Can the Overseer see these ones? I don't know, but Overseer moves in. Lurker still lurkering, but 2 Lurkers is not nearly as good as like 4 or 5. And I think that's it, man. 28 kill Ultralisk, 39 kill Ultralisk. Absolutely impressive display here. And I think Bond has won this thing. I don't want to cast or curse it. I felt like the Protoss player had the first game won, and Railgan made a beautiful comeback. But there's your GG. Railgan taps out, and Bond wins this thing with an army comp of 4 Ultras and 10 Queens. That's about it. That is about all she wrote. Wow. That was something. That was something to be seen for sure. What an absolutely weird ZvZ. It started out being not too weird, and then it turned weird at the end there. Which is nice. Which is really, really nice. So Railgan sends in a loss, which I always appreciate when players do that, because then you don't see it's a Railgan game and you're like, ah, he won because he only sends in wins. See, it's a loss. And a wonky loss at that. I loved Bond's idea. He's like, okay, I can't get my third base alive. I suck at that. Let's go ahead and knight us, bring all the queens with us, bring our ultras with us, and then just transfuse the crap out of them and keep them all alive. One ultralisk did end up dead today. But this one's got 39 kills, 32 kills. I mean, just an absolute insane number of kills here for those ultras. The queens don't get credit for those kills, but I guess they've got 12, 14, 13. They got a bunch of kills themselves. I don't know how many of these are broodlings, but hey, does it matter? Look at 12. They all have like 13 kills on them. I guess a lot of that is Zerglings they were killing, yeah? Maybe the Mutas added to that as well. How many queens died in that game? 6. And he's got 10. So, I mean, that's a pretty good job keeping him alive. Bond ended up with 15,000 resources lost and Railgan with 25,000. So that is some insane cost efficiencies here out of the blue Zerg player. Gets that win and bam. Impressive beyond all belief, that win. I thought for sure Railgan had it, but you know, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I think I was wrong twice today. So let that be a lesson to you. But bam, that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, a Legacy of the Void, and a bonkers level non-sneaky twofer here. Wow. So that's, yeah, going to be it for me. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.